All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High and the proper names in the Paleo-Hebrew tongue. I want to say, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash Ma'amath. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whom the world ignorantly and willingly call God or Jehovah. Ba'ashem meaning in the name of. Yahushai meaning he who delivers, whom the world ignorantly and willingly call JC. Today, I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and another double honor to my elder as well, Aharawan to Biyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the 144,000 hopeful elect pushing his truth across the four winds, and to the 1/3 remnant believers on Yahweh Shemal Shah. Shalom, shalom. It's going to be a quick lesson put together through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, and I pray that it be edifying. So, I was watching a brother Nakar's lesson, of this camp, the Lions Den camp, and it just reminded me of things that transpired, throughout the day. It's a lucky, it's thunder and lightning out here, but it's not really no rain. So, but this lesson is going to be based upon a situation that happened to me today, and basically, I was angry about a lot of things that transpired throughout this week. Things that's out of my control. But the difference is, I've been trying to basically just be quiet and just control myself, from saying certain things or doing certain things, about certain situations. But I've just been real quiet, man, and just trying my best to, make it to the next level spiritually. Just I'm gonna say dealing with lone wolf spirit every day, every single day. You see what I'm saying? So that's something that I gotta fight every single day, dealing with lone wolf spirit, and having to be around people. But it's all right. But I'm gonna say this. Last week, me and my weaker vessel was basically, she was taking me to work, and it's this homeless Jake that stand on the end of the corner. Sometimes I give him, it'd be a homeless Jake, and other times it'd be a homeless Eve, and other times it'd be an Edomite. I never help the Edomite. You see what I'm saying? But if I have a lunch or something, I just give the lunch, give my lunch over to, the homeless people sometimes. But this particular day, I felt bad because I gave him a lamb plate. I had made some lamb one time. I gave him a giant lamb plate. So I haven't given him anything in a while. So I don't know. We was having a conversation. Me and the weaker vessel. Me and my weaker. We was having a conversation, and some told me to right when we got to the light, because it's a long light, and he just stand right there. You have a sign, and I opened the middle part in the car, and I seen that I had $10 right there. So I said, all right. I told her, hey man, give him that $10. She was like, no, I gotta get Pampers and stuff like that. So I was like, it's all good. Just give him the $10 and I'll just send it to you. So she gave me the $10 and I was, or whatever case may be. So I just went to work and I forgot all about it. You see what I'm saying? So earlier today, it's 2:14 a.m. So I would say around like 3 p.m. I seen him on the corner, and I ain't having lunch today. And I never really have cash on me like that. So I was like, man, I said within myself, I was like, man, I ain't got nothing for you today, man. I just gave you the $10, man, and hopefully, but I kind of said it in my mind, like, I wish I had something for you, but I don't got it for you right now. He real quiet. He never talk. He never talk. He just stand there. He always have his head high. he always just have his head high. So he just be looking at all the cars, holding his sign. He had a real austere spirit, man. He got a real austere spirit. So when I said, man, I don't got it for you today. I went to work, and I got a work bag that I use, and my work bag is my camp bag. I used to, keep all my things in there. So when I went in my work bag, it was $10. It was $10 in my bag. I'm like, what the fuck? I know for a fact. I know for a fact I didn't put $10. I don't really carry cash like that. So I know for a fact that I did not have $10 in this bag. I know for a fact that I did not put $10 in this bag. So, I asked my weaker vessel, I was like, hey, did you put $10 in my bag? She was like, no, I ain't put $10 in your bag. So I asked all the individuals in my household, did they put $10 in my bag? They said, no, we didn't put $10 in your bag. You see what I'm saying? And this is today. So I'm like, dang, the Lord put $10 in my bag. Because there's no other way. There's no other way for me to have $10 in my bag because I don't never have cash. I pay for things via Apple Pay or just tap on the phone. So when I seen that, I'm just like, damn, the Lord put $10. The Lord put $10 in my bag. It probably was the same damn $10 that I gave that Jake. You see what I'm saying? So I was just thinking about that all day, man. I just want to get a few precepts because I know for a fact the Lord put that $10 in my bag, man. So, and then I saw the brother in the car drop some lessons earlier today, but I wasn't able to watch them. So I was at the gym. I said, all right, let me just go to the brother page and catch up on his videos. And I clicked on this one. I clicked on this one first, and I was like, dang, man, the Lord put $10 in my bag. Let me do a lesson on it. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm going to get the precepts that the brother brought out in his lesson, and your heart desire is going to be in the description box. The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, and verse 1. It says, let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. So, and that's just what it is, man. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers because you never know who you're talking to. You just never know who you're talking to. Yahweh Shemel Shah can entertain you in whatever way possible. You think you're talking to a man, you're talking to an angel. You think you're doing good to a man, but you're really doing good to the Lord. And sometimes, we be in our feelings. Like I was in my feelings this week, but trying to become a new person, trying to become a new person is a challenge. Sometimes it's hard, but it's a process. It's a process of what's the word I'm looking for? It's a process of actions. And it's a process of critical thinking that causes you to think different and respond different. You see what I'm saying? So it's an everyday fight. It's an everyday process. And I was going through it in my mind, but this time it's not physically coming out my mouth, but I still feel like shit because I'm going through it in my mind. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when I seen what happened, it made me feel like even more shit. You see what I'm saying? Immediately get to thinking about, hey, Moses and the people in Egypt, the Lord said, yeah, while the meat was in their mouth, they sinned even more. You see what I'm saying? While the meat was in their mouth, they sinned even more, man. You see what I'm saying? So it make you feel like even more shit. You know what I'm saying? So calm, man. It says, verse 3, remember them that are in bonds as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity as being yourself also in the body. So, we just all prisoners of hope down here. We all prisoners of hope, and we all, have to fight. We all have to fight. But it's a beautiful thing when you going through a metamorphosis and You transforming from a caterpillar to a butterfly. So right, so it's a beautiful process. We just have to be patient, understand that you're not just gonna wake up a new person, but you're gonna go through changes that's gonna cause you to become a new person. Those changes come through via just a process of actions and a process of being patient, and stop thinking about your next move, the next words that come out of your mouth, because your mind will tell you to say this. I'm gonna say this next. I'm gonna do this. Then you gotta sit back and say, hell no. I'm gonna handle it like this through the Spirit, probably. How about Shemel Shah? So right. Remember them that are in bonds is bound with them, and them which suffer adversity as being yourself also in a body. So right, that's just what it is, man. We were put here to go through things. You just go through it, you get through it. You just let that be that. But going back to the situation to where the money was in my bag, because I never have cash. So it just shocked me, because I'm just like, bro, who put this money? And it just came to realization that the Lord put that money in my bag. Because I didn't take a lunch today, so I just felt that the Lord put the money in my bag to just grab something. I was grateful for it. I was grateful for it, but you start thinking like, hey, I was thinking about that Moses yet while the meat was in their mouth, they sinned even more, just because of the simple fact that I was still complaining in my mind about what I lost this week. Material things that I lost this week. So alright, I'm gonna get this in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, but this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap bountifully. Every man according as he hath purpose in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for Yahweh loveth a cheerful giver. And that's just what it is, man. We can't be so tied down by material things that it causes you to be selfish, because the Lord put certain people in his life to be different than other people. I always been a helper, but being around selfish people in his life, it makes you don't want to be a helper. And by selfish people, I mean people of the world, that'll try to use you, that'll try to finesse you out of things. All you want to do is help. And people take that, they see it, oh, you sweet, you was easy lick, and try to manipulate you and try to turn your heart black like theirs. So it just gets to a point to where you don't want to take on that spirit and just continue to be who the Lord made you to be. Or people who in this life, they don't have it. They don't have it to. They grew up. They grew up just getting shit. Receiving shit. So they can't understand the aspect of, oh, I've been down before and I know how I feel, so I just want to help somebody. Not looking for a reward, but damn, I just want to help somebody, help this person. What Scripture say, no to whom thou givest. But the point being that I'm saying, if your brother come through needing something, you help him, and not, oh, well, I did this for you last time and did this for you this time, and then, or the case may be, you never come through for me. You don't want to have that mindset. Just understand that what the Scripture say, the Lord gonna pay you 7 times as much. When the reward shall come, and that reward can come by way of protection in a time of trouble, or him just showing you that he got your back. You see what I'm saying? So it just all depends. It don't have to always come in the form of money or whatever the case may be. So right, it says verse 8, and Yahweh is able to make all grace abound towards you, that ye always, having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work. So the Lord gonna satisfy you and give you everything that you need. You see what I'm saying? You might not have all your wants, in this life. But he's going to give you the things that you need that's going to suffice day by day. Whatever you ask for, whether it be wisdom, knowledge, understanding. I ask for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, motivation, and discipline to be able to have the mindset to obtain the things that I ask for. And when I get it, to be able to control myself with it. So that way, as soon as you get it, the Lord take it right from you, because you don't know how to act when he gave you something. You see what I'm saying? So it says, right, so the Lord can basically, just like during the time of Jubilee, the Lord said, I can make your fruit bring forth 3 times as much on the 6th year. All I need you to do is rest on the 7th year. Let the land rest. You see what I'm saying? All the way to the 9th year, and you eat old store. So right, so the Lord is able to basically increase us in everything that we need. You just got to understand the process, the journey of being grateful, having patience. So I'm going to keep going. It says, verse 9, as it is written, he hath dispersed abroad, he hath given to the poor, his righteousness remaining forever, right? Because that's how Yahushua was moving. That's the spirit of that Yahushua had. He'll sit right there, and there's 5,000 people out there that's righteous. He gonna bless all of them. He gonna lay hands on all of them and feed all of them. You see what I'm saying? So one day we're gonna have to be those shepherds that take care of Yahweh Shemashah's flock. Which is a heavy role. You see what I'm saying? A heavy role that I would say myself striving to get to that point. But right now, I'm not that person. You see what I'm saying? But one day, if it be Yahweh Shemashah's will, I'm able to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like Solomon prayed, like, Lord, I need wisdom to be able to rule this people. Not trying to rule people or be a king or nothing like that, but to be able to lead righteously in the midst of Yahweh Shemashah's sheep and be a good shepherd. You see what I'm saying? It's all right. Yeah, that's basically what I mean. It's all right. Let me see. Where was I supposed to take it? Take it all the way to 12. It says, verse 10, now he that ministereth seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sown, and increase the fruits of your righteousness. So, Yahweh Shemashah basically increases us spiritually and physically. He there to basically help you where you lack. Help you where you lack. So we should have that same aspect, that same characteristic in life, helping the body. Helping one another, not being selfish. Selfish or just being selfish every time. You know what I'm saying? Just being a helping hand. You go to camp every week, it's the same brothers buying food, and every time you buy something for yourself. You see what I'm saying? How about you put your hand forth and help the brothers, or whatever the case may be this time? You see what I'm saying? Not being for self, which, we all ain't got it like that. We all ain't got it like that. We be needing help. But I know you don't need help year round, because Yahweh Shemashah is balanced. You see what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Not saying that it matters, but I'm just that type of person, but I don't matter to a certain extent, hopefully I matter enough for Yahweh Shemashah to help me make it to the end, but like on a physical level, basically. So, all right, it says, verse 11, being enriched in everything to all bountifulness, which cause it through us thanksgiving to Yahweh For the administration of this service not only supply the want of the saints, but is abundant also by making thanksgiving unto Yahweh. All right, just that spiritualness and that physicalness, to where Yahweh Shem Yahshua basically supplies of our need to go out there and do this work. To go out there and to preach and to teach. You see what I'm saying? To help brothers wherever they need help at. You see what I'm saying? Help brothers wherever they need help at to basically make it to the next level. But, you know what I'm saying? Just help your brother out. It's all right. Go to the next precept in the book of Proverbs. So lucky if I'm everywhere, man. I just try to apply my life to these lessons to basically help you understand my walk with Yahweh Shai and the ups and the downs. So I don't be meaning to ramble too much. So it's the book of Proverbs chapter 28 and 27. It says, "He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack, but he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse." All right, your brother poor, help him. Help him up. The Lord ain't gonna leave you hanging. You mourning to let go. you got, all right, so let's imagine this scenario. You got hella EBT food stamps and you just filled your house up with X amount. You know what I'm saying? The Lord made sure you got gas enough to get to work for the week. You see what I'm saying? All your bills paid, your lights paid. You see what I'm saying? And your brother ain't got nothing. And he asks you for X amount, or can you help me with this? And it's just your last $5. You don't want to help him out. But the Lord basically helped you out throughout the week. You get what I'm saying? Or you could say, I don't have to give up my money, or I don't have to. Well, that's just you. You see what I'm saying? That's you. That's your mindset. You see what I'm saying? We cut from two different cloths, or whatever case may be. So who cares? Who cares about your mindset or what you think? You see what I'm saying? All I know is Yahweh Shem Yahshua basically gonna supply all our needs. You get what I'm saying? So help your brother out basically is all I'm saying. Help your brother out, and don't be out there basically trying to take advantage of brothers. Knowing that we all basically prisoners of hope down here. It ain't got it like that, but striving to be kings and priests. So it says, "He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack, but he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse." You're going to be many a curse hiding your eyes. Want to hold on to that. That's going to fly away anyways. When you can give it up and then the Lord bless you 10 times more, whether it be at the right moment. Because the Lord be on time. He's going to bless you at the right moment. I feel as if that he calls me to give him the 10, which I wasn't really worried about the 10. And today he gave it back. It just popped up in my bag. Nobody opens my bag. Nobody opens my camp bag. Nobody touches my camp bag. So when I opened the bag, it was just at the top of my in a compartment what I use for basically moisturizing my skin and stuff. I'm like, damn, I'm like, what the heck? When did I, you know what I'm saying? I know I ain't put it there, so, because I ain't have it. I don't have cash on me, so I know for a fact I didn't put it there, and everybody in my household said he ain't put it there. So the Lord put it there. You see what I'm saying? It's all right. So the Lord basically pays you back, basically. All right, I'm going to go to Proverbs chapter 19. In verse 17, it says, "He that hath pity upon the poor, lend it unto the Lord, and that which he have given will he pay him again." So when you have pity upon a man that ain't got it like that, you lend it into the Lord. You lend it into the Lord, and the Lord is going to pay that back to you again. Like I was having a conversation with my coworker, and the Lord put the spirit on his Uber Eats driver to put his food right in front of the hospital sign. He didn't bring it into the hospital. He put it the Uber driver put it right in front of the hospital sign, took a picture of it, said, yeah, your food right here on the ground. My coworker looked at it and he said, hell no. He reported it. Give me my money back. You see what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of homeless people out there. You know, the Lord had that right person came to that right spot to get a whole plate of food that's wrapped up and ain't touched. Oxtails. That's what he ate, is macaroni and some rice. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point to where basically, how about your mouth shy, fed who needed that food. He gave who needed that food the most at that moment. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord can come through at any given time when he want to, man. So you just gotta have the spirit of, the Lord got me. Yeah, I'm good. Let me stop complaining. You know, let me just stop complaining. It says, he that have pity upon the poor, lend it unto the Lord, and that which he have given will he pay him again. It's all right. The Lord gonna pay you back. He's gonna make sure you have what you need. He's gonna make sure that you are suffice in all areas. Sorry, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 15 and verse 7. It says, if there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates, in thy land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thy heart, nor shut thy hand from thy poor brother. Right? You're gonna help your brother. Because you could be in that very same spot, that very same position, wait for somebody to help you. You see what I'm saying? Waiting by the highway holding signs, looking for some help. You get what I'm saying? But it says, verse 8, but thou shalt open thy hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his needs and that which he wanted. So, right. You want to help him out. Help him out in this area. Have compassion. Have compassion on him and understand that, don't even, once you give it to him, I wouldn't even worry about it no more. I'd just be on to the next. On to the next, and how about your master gonna come through at the right time? He gonna come through at the right time. So, right. Verse 9, beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, saying, the 7th year, the year of release is at hand. I believe, meaning, I just read it like a few days ago, but I believe it means basically the year release, all the servants were let free. All the servants were let free, and I believe you're supposed to give them something when you release them, or help them out with something. So basically you're saying, all right, the year release at hand, you're going to have what you, or whatever case may be, you're going to have what you need anyways, I believe. I could be wrong. You see what I'm saying? So it says, the year release is at hand, and thy eye be evil against thy brother, and thou givest him not, and he cry unto the Lord against thee, and it be sin unto thee. All right, because the Lord know and understand what we have and what we need. You see what I'm saying? So, because why not be giving them little plates up? It don't be nothing anyways, because I still go and probably eat like 2-3 times. Just on some workout, trying to get big, trying to, you know what I'm saying? I've been ate 2-3 times after that. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes I probably eat once a day. Sometimes I've been ate 3-4 times a day, just, keeping it a buck. And so that little plate that you just gave up, you really ain't missing nothing. He needed it more than you. You see what I'm saying? It's all right, you don't want him to cry to the Lord, and then the Lord look at you, and now y'all trade places. It says, be sin unto thee. It says, verse 10, thou shalt surely give him, and thy heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him, because that for this thing the Lord thy power shall bless thee in all thy works, and in all that thou puttest thy hand to do. So, right, the Lord gonna bless your endeavor, and now you're gonna start to see that the thing that you've been working for so long flourish, for a time, or just all that you stretch forth thy hand to do, just be blessed. Just imagine everything that you touch is blessed. Like, how you go There's a watermelon stand, and you trying to figure out the best watermelon. The Lord had the best watermelon at the top just for you. You see what I'm saying? Now you just enjoy it for 2 weeks straight. You see what I'm saying? So, just being blessed. And that's just on a small level. The Lord can bless you any way he please. So, right. Verse 11, for the poor shall never cease out of the land. There's always going to be poor people. It said, riches and poverty come of the Lord. The Lord put you here to be rich. He put you here to be poor. So, right, it says, for the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore, I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thy hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to the needy in the land. It's scriptures in Deuteronomy that the Lord say, hey, if you leave a sheaf out in the field, don't go back and get it. It's for the poor. You see what I'm saying? It was all type of laws when we had farms and stuff on what you're supposed to leave for the poor. You see what I'm saying? While I was reading it, I'm like, dang, you leave a sheaf out in the field? Hey, that's for the poor man. Now he got him one. You see what I'm saying? You good, the Lord gonna give you another one. It says, verse 12, and that thy brother and Hebrew man so unto these 36. Lucky, hold on. So verse 11, I'm ended at there. It says, for the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thy hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to the needy in the land. So just helping Yahweh Shem Shai's people, because you lending into the Lord. And people don't understand that in this life, man. People don't understand that. To where don't understand why you do what you do. My brothers, I got brothers that's like that as well. That's gonna come through. There's just helpers. In the Lions Den camp. So right, get this last precept in the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 9. Every time I pull up on your house up, you just like that, You just like that. You just bless you for no reason. I'm like, the water, I'm good, but Yahweh Shema Shah just put that spirit in them. Come my bishop as well. A lot of brothers in the Lions Den camp. The Lord just, the brothers in the spirit just, help each other. It's beautiful. So right, this is gonna be the last precept. It says, Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 9. It says, he that have a bountiful eye shall be blessed, for he giveth of his bread to the poor. So right, a bountiful eye, not caring about the things that you lose. Understanding that the main time that we're gonna need is when Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna come through. Because he had us eating manna in the wilderness for 40 years, and then he got to the point that he said, hey, the children of Israel ate no more manna, but they ate the bread of the land of Canaan. So you go through it, Yahweh Shem Shai with you when you're going through it, then he bless you again. Because imagine having everything and you're just not grateful. You see what I'm saying? Imagine being able to go in in the land of Yahweh Shem Shai, the land of Israel. You got you got all these acres, right? You got hella shit growing. You ever go get you a watermelon, right? Yeah. You ever go get you a watermelon? You could just eat watermelon every day if you want to. You're going to get tired of watermelon. You're going to get ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? And imagine getting ungrateful, waxing fat, kicking, and our Lord put your ass in slavery, and master come give you a piece of a watermelon. Now you fuck it up because you ain't had no watermelon. You've been out here working. You've been out here working hard. You see what I'm saying? Now you're grateful for that little watermelon because master gave it to you. And you know what I'm saying? So basically, what it says, verse 9, he that hath a bountiful eye shall be blessed, for he giveth of his bread to the poor. So right, just help, help a brother in need, because Yahweh Shem Shai